Hi, Grey Tiger here. Today we will be taking a look at some of my favourite utility mods for Total War Warhammer 2. These mods don't change how the game plays, or the stats or abilities of any of the factions, but instead resolve some annoying issues with the game or add to the flavour of my campaigns. First up is the Decline Diplomacy mod by Martha Nill. This fantastic little mod allows you to ignore diplomatic actions by other factions during the end turn, saving you time, and in the case that you need to step away from the game for a moment, saving you the frustration of returning to the game to find the end turn frozen on a diplomatic request. It adds a new button to the end turn UI panel that, when enabled, automatically skips all diplomatic actions towards the player. This can be enabled or disabled at any time, even during the middle of the end turn. This mod is designed for single player only, and is fully save game compatible, and can even be installed or removed partway through your campaign. This was last updated December 6th, 2020, and is fully compatible with the latest patch. I highly recommend this mod to anyone who plays the game. Moving on, the second mod that I always have active in my campaigns that we are taking a look at is the Better Camera mod by Cam2150. This lightweight mod frees you from the constrictions of the vanilla camera, allowing you to zoom in closer to the action, or to have a better overall view of the battlefield from a much higher vantage point. This is a great tool for taking those screenshots of your army in action. The mod comes with a number of keyboard shortcuts. Pressing K removes the user interface completely, making cinematic shots a breeze, and if you press N, then the camera zooms in on the point that your cursor is hovering over. Great for getting close to the action quickly. This mod was last updated on the 4th of December 2020 and is fully compatible with the latest patch. Once again, I would recommend this to anyone who plays the game. The third mod on the list is the Save Camera Settings mod by Smoking, which prevents you from having to set up your camera preferences every time you start a new campaign. When I first played Warhammer 2, setting my preferences was not an issue, but when I started my second campaign and discovered that the vanilla game does not remember them, I was quite surprised. Why Creative Assembly doesn't have an option for saving the camera preferences to carry over between campaigns is still a mystery to me. Thankfully, I discovered Smoking's mod and have not had to mess with the camera preferences since. The mod adds 3 new buttons to the camera preferences UI panel: Load, Save, and Reset. These buttons pretty much do as their names suggest, loading from and saving to the camera preferences text file in your Warhammer 2 directory, or resetting the preferences to the game's defaults. This mod was last updated on December 6, 2020, and is fully save game compatible. As with the other mods, I consider this a must-have and thoroughly recommend it. Now, the final mod we are looking at today is not so much a utility mod, but instead adds a great deal of flavour to the game through scripted text events. I am, of course, talking about the Legendary Lore mod by the Sniper Devil. This mod is a must-have if you love the lore of the game, as it adds new lore for legendary lords, landmarks, settlements, and units. The lore is triggered to display under certain conditions, and can add a great deal to the atmosphere of the game. In one of my campaigns playing as Tyrion, I was at war with Malekith, fighting in the northern regions of Ulthuan. As our armies clashed, the Legendary Lore mod started displaying events that documented past conflicts with Malekith, along with Tyrion's relationship with Alariel, who I was also attempting to confederate at the time. These events reached a climax as Tyrion's and Malekith's armies faced one another on the battlefield, and Malekith was defeated. The lore events matched what was occurring and gave the battle and entire conflict an increased sense of importance. The mod was last updated on the 4th of December 2020 and is fully save game compatible. It works in both the Mortal Empires and Vortex maps, is also compatible with multiplayer campaigns, and even has a Chinese language version available. It's a wonderful addition to the game, and once more I would recommend checking it out. Well, by Grugny's beard, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at some more of the mods that I use in Total War Warhammer 2, and if you have not tried them yourselves, why not check them out? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. and maybe even check me out on Twitter at SadigTheCat. A quick shout out to Hot Apple Pie for their continued support, and for anyone who would like to help out the channel, you can find me on Patreon at Grey Tiger Games. I'm Grey Tiger, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.